नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेष्वभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवतसेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमः। ॐ ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरोन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमः ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन्निति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. I welcome everyone for this Sri Bhagavad Sandarbha class. So last week, what we discussed, if somebody would like to summarize.
Radhika Mataji, you want to speak?
No, Mataji, you speak.
Okay, so I just heard a bit because I think the recording couldn't get it later. But this is what I heard is that Krishna is all pervading while having a limited form. Vibhutva, you yourself spoke about how Mother Yashoda's intense parental love. She could not perceive Krishna as all a pervading feature. At the end of the pastime, Shukdev Goswami completes the pastime by when he does not glorify Lord Krishna's all pervasive aspect, but the supreme prema of Mother Yashoda. Because of prema and lack of capacity to recognize, she could not perceive the all pervasive feature of Lord Krishna. And Sukadeva Goswami's intention is to ascertain the Sri Vigrahasya, that very same body that was bound is the same very same body, it is all pervading. It is not that Mother Yashoda bound a different body and that all pervading body is something else. Then you yourself spoke about relative pronouns, correlatives, yasya, tasya, yada, tada, yat, tat. And you spoke about paraspar virodhi. That is, Bhagwan is reservoir of hundreds of mutually contradicted Shakti. He's a seat of mutually conflicting Shaktis. And yourself spoke about some examples that, in which Ayurveda herbs, the imbalanced dosha was spoken, and how Haritiki actually balances all the doshas, and it is contrary to logic. But we accept the Ayurveda's Shastra. Similarly, someone having a form and that same time he's all pervading is contrary to logic. But if we have to accept on the basis of Shabda Praman, then we can understand this. And Jiva Goswami quotes from Brahma Samhita to show all pervading nature of the Lord. The tip of the lotus feet means he has a form. Even when a yogi travels at the speed of mind for millions of years, one will not be able to understand the Lord and reach to the personal form of the Lord. Shows is all pervading. So yourselves clarified the doubt Mataji had about Durlabh and Adurlabh. Like Dhruva, he could attain Lord within 6 months. So a bhakta can do that. And second verse was Madhva Bhasya. Madhvacharya, he quotes a shloka from Shruti Vakya. And yourself spoke about all contradictory. Lord is neither gross nor atomic. medium in size, not medium, all pervading, not pervading, is beginning, without a beginning, cosmos, beyond the cosmos, attributes, not no attributes. Narsimha Tapa Upanishad was discussed, Brahma Puran, Vishnu Dharma was spoken, how unto him who has multifarious forms from atom to 110,000 subatomic particle and yet holds thousands of universes in his 110,000 part of his belly. Bhagavad Gita 9.4 to 5 was discussed, Avyakta Murti Nati. Bhagavad Gita 10.9, when Lord says he comes in the form of Avyakta Murti, his unmanifest form, it means he does so in a form which is beyond the reach of any intelligence. Then Jiva Goswami speaks about Lord's Vibhutva while having a limited form. And yourself spoke about the volcanic fire, Aura Rishi. After that, I couldn't get anything.
Yeah, thank you, Muktaji. You summarized 31st Anucheda.
Yeah, we started with
32nd.
anuccheda 32 also, right?
We started with 32nd Anucheda. The 32nd, would you like to say something, Rishikesh?
No, I think we were talking about Brahmaji saying and praising Lord about how the Mahatattva on earth and you are so great. Mercy shown by Krishna that descended to kind of give the bhaktas chance to serve in the human form. So that's what something we discussed, and probably after that we stopped the class.
So the 31st Anucheda, Jiva Goswami quoted the verse from the Damodar Leela, how Krishna is simultaneously all pervading, at the same time having a limited form. Now in the 32nd Anucheda, Jiva Goswami is quoting the experience of learned authorities, in this case Brahma, to confirm that how Krishna is all pervading, at the same time having a local limited form. So starting from the 32nd Anucheda, he is quoting some 11 shlokas, 11 or 12 shlokas from Brahma's prayers in the 10th canto, 14th chapter. So in this 32nd Anucheda, he is discussing 4 shlokas starting from 10.14.11. So Brahmaji says that Kwaham tamo mahadakam kacharagni varbu samveshtitanda gatasapta vitastikaya. Where am I? I am having a body which is spanned by 7 vitashtis. And I am there situated within this Brahmand. And where are you? What is your position? Your position is that from the skin pores of yours, unlimited Brahmandas emanate. Unlimited Brahmandas emanate. So in this way, this is the first verse spoken is quoted by Jiva Goswami from Brahmaji's prayers. So we discuss the background of this pastime, how Brahmaji is expressing his insignificance in front of the Lord, and Brahmaji is speaking about the Krishna is in front of him, and that Krishna is having a limited form. But when he is glorifying Krishna in this prayer, he is speaking about the all-pervading aspect of Krishna, because from the skin pores of Narayana, unlimited universes emanate. And Brahma is addressing Krishna as that Narayana. And then the second shloka, Ukshepanam Garbhagadasya Padayokim Kalpate Maturadoksha Jagase. Second shloka, Brahma says that I am like a small child who kicks the mother when the child is in the womb of the mother. The child is kicking at the mother's belly. The mother does not take the kicking of the child seriously as an offense. In fact, the mother becomes joyful. The child is alive and active. Similarly, Brahma says that whatever mistake, offense I committed, it is like a small child kicking at the belly of the mother. So please forgive me. In that sense, he is begging forgiveness from Krishna. He is addressing Krishna by the word Adokshaja, because I could not perceive your Adokshaja, because you are beyond sense perception. So therefore I committed an offense, because being unable to recognize your position with my imperfect senses. Then the third shloka, that Brahma says that it's particularly well known that I am born from you. Because in the previous shloka, Brahma compared Krishna to be like a pregnant woman and himself to be a child. So then Krishna may say that you are saying that I am your mother, but then when did I deliver you? When did you take birth from me? So therefore, Brahmaji speaks the next verse. It is well known that I am born from you. The Shastras say that I am born from you. Jagat Trayanto Tadi Samplavode Narayanasyo Dharanabi Nalat. It is spoken in the scriptures that Brahma is born from Narayan. Then the next shloka, Krishna raises an objection. Yeah, it is well known that you are born from Narayana, but then I am not Narayana. Why do you say that you are born from me? You are born from Narayana, I am not Narayana. So then Brahma speaks this verse. Narayanastvam nahi sarva dehinam atma chadisha kilaloka sakshi Narayanongam narabu jalayanat tachapi satyam na tavaiva maya. Brahma says that you are definitely not Narayana, who is the self of the embodied creatures and the witness of all the creation. You are definitely not Narayana. But then rather, Narayana is your Amsha. Narayanongam. Narayana is nothing but your limb. And Narayana is called Narayana because his resting place is in the elements and the waters produced from Nara. And yet this too is true. It is not a product of your mind. So Narayana is the Akila Loka Sakshi. He is the witness of everything.
It is not product of, sorry to interrupt. It is not
product
product
of your Maya.
Okay.
So Narayana is the Akila Loka Sakshi, but you are not directly concerned as being the witness of the entire world. You are the Akila Loka Sakshi through Narayana, because Narayana is your limb. So you are actually, Jiva Goswami uses the word audasinya. You are indifferent to the affairs of the universe. Narayana is the Akila Loka Sakshi, but you are indifferent from that. And that Narayana is your limb only. And he also said, like, suppose in this world, suppose there is a small king is there, and then there is an emperor. There may be many small kings under an emperor, but oftentimes we may use the same word king to refer to the small king as well as the emperor. And the same word king may be used even for the emperor. So similarly, Narayana is like the small king and Krishna is like the emperor. Because Narayana is the limb of Krishna, the same word Narayana is sometimes used to indicate Krishna only. Just like the same word king, which we use to refer to the small king, the same word we use to refer to the emperor. So similarly, we may use the same word Narayana to refer to Krishna. So that is why Brahmaji is saying that Narayana, you are not Narayana, the self of embodied being, so the witness of all creation. Narayana is simply your limb. And because Narayana is your limb, so there is nothing wrong in using the same word Narayana to refer to you. So therefore I said that it is well known that I am born from you. So Brahma is actually born from Narayana. That Narayana is a limb of Krishna. Because Narayana is a limb of Krishna, so Brahma is saying that it's well known that I am born from you. So this is explained. So there are a few things left out in this anuccheda. We'll complete that and then we'll go. Let me share. Lord says, I am seated in everyone's heart. But actually, Shirodakshai Vishnu is in the heart of every living entity. This also we can relate, yes. So, Shirodakshai Vishnu is a Paramatma in every living entity, but Krishna says that Sarvasya Chagam Hridi Sannivishto or Ishvara Sarva Bhutana Hridesh Rejuna Drishati. I am seated in everyone's heart. Actually, Shirodakshai Vishnu, but the Shirodakshai Vishnu is the limb of Krishna. So, the screen. How many of you are comfortable reading the Devanagari? Or anybody not comfortable reading? Anybody not comfortable reading Devanagari? Okay, I'll then read the Devanagari. So I'll start from here. Kimcha. Kimcha Akila Loka Sakshi Yasmad Akilam Lokam Sakshat Pashyati Tasman Tasmat Naram Ayate Janati Iti Narayanosau Narayanah Asau Tvam Punastena Amshena Eva Taddrashta Natu Sakshad Iti Tasmat Vilakshana Ityartah. So here, just come to that. Furthermore, Kimcha, Narayana is Akila Loka Sakshi, one who sees all living entities directly. Therefore, he is called Narayana. So, for the word Narayana, there are different Vyutpatis are there. There are different Vyutpati means, Vyutpati Vakya means explanatory sentence. So, he is called Narayana because Tasman Naram Ayate Janati iti Narayanah. Tasman Naram Ayate. So one who knows, Ayate means Janati. Naram Ayate, one who knows the Naram means the totality of all beings. Because he knows the totality of all beings. That is why it's called Akila Loka Sakshi. because he knows Naram Ayate, that means Naram Janati, therefore he is called Narayana. But on the other hand, Tvam Punas Tena Amshena Eva Tadrashta Natu Sakshad Iti Tasmad Vilakshana Ityartha. But on the other hand, you don't directly see, you are not directly the witness of all living entities. You are the witness through Narayana. Natu Sakshad. You are the witness through Narayana. This is the difference between you and Narayana. Tasmad Vilakshana Ityartha. This is the difference between Krishna and Narayana. Narayana is directly the witness of everyone, but Krishna is the witness through Narayana. So, Tarhi Sa Narayanastvam Na Bhavasi Iti Mama Api Anyata Narayanatvam Asti Iti Bhavata Abhipretam Tat Katam. So, Krishna is saying, it seems that your intention is to say that Narayana is not me, but that I am Narayana in some other kind of way. How is that? It seems that your intention is that Narayana is not me, because Brahmaji began by saying that Narayanatvam nahi sarva dehinam. You are not Narayana. So Brahmaji is saying that it seems that you are saying that I am not Narayana, but at the same time you are also saying that I am Narayana in some other kind of way. How is that? So Brahma says that he explains the word Adisha. Iti asya uttaram tena eva sambodhanena vyanjayati. Adisha iti. The answer to this question is based on the fact that Brahma addressed Krishna by the word Adisha. Isha means pravartakaha, is one who activates everything. Tatascha narasya ayanam pravrittir yasmat sa narayana. So Narayana is somebody who activates all the living entities, because all actions of the living beings proceed from him. Therefore, he is called Narayana. But then, Tatopi Adhika Aishwaryat. Adishastu Adishaha Tvam Tatopi Adhika Aishwaryat Adishas Tvam Api Narayana. But in the case of you, you are possessing an Aishwarya higher than that Narayana. Therefore, you are Adisha, and therefore you are also called as Narayana. Yata Mandaleshwaro api Nripati stesham adipo api Nripatirati. So now the example which I spoke. So there is a Mandaleshwara and there is a Nripati, a king. So both are called by the word Nripati. Mandaleshwara means somebody who is the Ishwara of many mandalas. So Mandaleshwara is the mandala, is the controller of many mandalas. Nripati is maybe the king of one small place, but both are called as Nripati. And further he says that Shri Krishnasya eva sakshat swayam bhagavatvena tasmadapi paratvam Krishna sandarbhe prabandhena darshayishyate. How Sri Krishna is the Swayam Bhagavan. This will be described in the Sri Krishna Sandarbha when we come to the that prasanga, when we come to that particular episode. And then he quotes some shlokas from Vishnu Purana in order to explain the Vyutpatti of Narayana. Nanu Naraj Jatani Tatvani Narani iti Vidur Buddhaha Tasya Tan Yayanam Purvam Tena Narayana Smrutaha. This is the first shloka. This says that the elements that emanate from the Lord are called Nara by the learned. And the beginning of the creation, the Lord enters those elements, therefore he is called Narayan. And then Vishnu Purana it is said that Apo Nara iti prokta Apo vai narasunavaha Ayanam tasyata purvam tena Narayana smutah. So the water which is generated in the beginning of creation is called Narayan. Is called Nara. Is called Nara, the water. And because the Lord makes that water as his abode, therefore he is called Narayan. And this is another meaning of the word Narayan. Tasyapi Narayanatvam Anyata Prasiddham Ityashankyaha Narabu Jalayana Tachapi Ati. So in this way, Narayana is called for different reasons. So expecting to hear such a challenge, Brahma states Narabu Jalayana. Narayanastvam Nahi Sarva Dehina Tach Atma Syadisha Kilaloka Sakshi Narayanongam Narabu Jalayana Tachapi Satyam Na Tavaiva Maya. So Narabu Jalayana, Narayana is named as such because his resting place is in the elements and the water produced from Nara. Then Krishna asked that Tasyapi Narayanatvam Anyata Prasiddham Ityashankyaha Narabu Jalayana Tachapi Narad Udbhuta Ye Arthas Tata Narad Jatam Yajjalam Tat Ayanat Yattachapi Narayanatvam Bhavati Tarhi Katam Prasiddhi Parityagena Anyata Nirvakshi. Krishna is saying that why have you given up the celebrated definition of Narayana and why have you explained it in a different way? Katam Prasiddhi Parityagena Anyata Nirvakshi. So in this response, Brahma says that Ityata Aha Satyam Neti. Satyam Neti. Satyam Na Iti. Yeah, this is not true. This is not true. Tat Pralayo Dadi Jaladyashrayatvam Satyam Na Kintu Tata Jnanam Tavaiva Mayaya Ityartaha. Maya Atra Pratarana Shaktihi. So Brahma says that in other words, the water of dissolution is not really your support. But the water of dissolution simply appears to be your support. It appears that water of dissolution is giving support to you. That is because of illusion. That illusion is created by you only. That is created by you only. Because of that, people think that, oh, the Lord is being supported by the water of dissolution. Rather, he is the support of the water of dissolution. So the word Maya means deceit and mercy. So then he says that Maya Dambe Kripayamcha iti Vishwaprakashat. Vishwaprakasha is the name of dictionary. Durvitarkya Swarupa Shaktya Eva Parichinna Aparichinnayas Tan Murter Jaladivir Aparichedadi iti Bhavaha. What is the meaning? That your form appears limited. Parichinna means limited. Your form appears limited by your inconceivable internal potency. Durvitarkya refers to the internal potency, the inconceivable potency. Although your form is actually unlimited, therefore your form cannot be contained in the waters of dissolution. So Brahma is saying that your form appears limited. That is also by your Achintya Shakti. But actually your form is unlimited. So actually, because it is unlimited, your form cannot be limited by the, cannot be contained within that waters of dissolution. Therefore, concluding whatever last section, this section, the conclusion of this is that iti ata aham satyam iti. So, shloka chatushtaye asmin yasya narayanasya antarbhutam mahadadikam sarvameva jagat sopi tava antarbhuta iti tatparyam narayanasya tadrishatve mantravarnaha. So the import of these 4 shlokas from Brahmaji's prayer is that the Narayana expansion who comprises the whole cosmos, beginning with the Mahat element, is himself within Krishna. So this immanent or pervasive quality of Narayana, it is also described in the following mantra from the MNU means basically, I think, Mahanarayana Upanishad. So Jiva Goswami is completing this Anucheda with one quotation from the Mahanarayana Upanishad. Yadacha kinchit jagat sarvam drishyate shruyate piva antarbahishya tatsarvam vyapyam narayana stitah. So whatever can be seen or heard in the cosmos, everything inside and outside of it is pervaded by Sri Narayana. So we can see Mahanarayana Upanishad also confirms about the all-pervading feature of Narayana. I'll just come 2 minutes. Hare Krishna. So therefore, in this Anucheda, Jiva Goswami is establishing through Lord Brahma how Krishna is Brahma personally experienced how Krishna was having a farm. At the same time, Brahmaji experienced that Krishna was simultaneously all pervading. Because Brahma personally saw that how all the cows and the cowherd boys they got transformed into the Narayana form. How they were worshipped by all the devatas of the every universe. So Brahmaji, at the same time, Brahmaji saw the same Krishna in a limited form. The same Krishna had expanded into so many cows and cowherd boys, and they were transformed into Narayana form. So Brahmaji simultaneously experienced the all-pervading aspect of Krishna and the limited aspect of Krishna. If anybody has any question in this, then we'll go to the next anuccheda.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yes.
Prabhu, you were saying that Brahmaji was saying that it appears that I think the water of dissolution is the support of Narayan. Something you were saying. No, I did not get that point.
So people may say that the water of dissolution is actually supporting Narayan. Because
What does
Narayana
that
is
mean?
actually Narayana
What
is
does that mean, Prabhu? The water of dissolution is supporting Narayan.
because Narayana is lying on the water of dissolution. So one may that means he is provided support by the water of dissolution. So it will compromise his independent aspect.
But that is the water from his own body, right?
Yes. That is the understanding actually. So that water is actually it is emanated from his own body. So, but people, by externally speaking, one may say that because he is resting in that water, so he is supported by that water. But actually, that water emanated from him only.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes.
This is Dandvat Pranam. Prabhuji, so we can understand that Lord Krishna in his two-handed form is never directly related to this material world.
Yes.
But the eternal, his Antaranga Shakti, right? I have heard that Subala is his own internal energy, the friends of Sri Krishna. So how come they also transferred into a four-handed forms?
No, Krishna had only become them. No? Krishna only became those cowherd boyfriends during that one particular year.
Yes, okay. So there the concept of this Shirodakshay Vishnu and all that never takes place in Goloka. Just to show
There is
Brahma,
no Paramatma in Goloka.
so just to show Brahma that how he is all pervading, he manifested the four-handed forms. Okay, thank you.
Did you understand the point, Radhikeshwari Mataji?
Which point Prabhu was asking?
The Pralaya water of dissolution.
Prabhu, actually, my doubt was that what is the meaning of that water of dissolution is a support for Narayan. So you said that because Narayan is resting on the water, it means he is a support. But actually, the water came out from Narayan itself. So the water is not the support. But Prabhu, that water is also it is only the water of dissolution, or it is also the causal ocean also, no? Prabhu, that water only?
Yes, water of dissolution, the water from his own body, that is the Karana ocean. Garbhodakshai Vishnu is lying within the universe. Karanadakshai Vishnu is in the causal motion.
That also is also water from his body only.
Yes.
Yes.
Although it appears that he is being provided support by that water, but rather that water has emanated from him only.
So this point is being said to establish that the Lord seems limited, but still it is
Yes.
unlimited.
Uh,
Yes, Prabhu.
We will go to the next
Prabhu, it is
shloka.
good that you are reading from Devanagari today. It is now it is connectable, right?
Easy to understand, yes, correct.
Yes.
Readable.
We'll go to the 33rd Anucheda. Tan Murter Jaladibir Aparichede Swanubhavam Pramanayati. Tan Murter Jaladibir Aparichede Swanubhavam Pramanayati. So here in this Anucheda, Brahma is Swa Anubhavam. He is relating his own experience to prove that Tan Murter Jaladibir Aparichede. Paricheda means what? Limited actually. The Murti of Krishna, Jaladibir Aparicheda. It cannot be limited by the Jala and other things. Brahma is relating his own experience to prove that the Lord's body cannot be limited by water and other elements. Now he is relating his own experience. So, what is the shloka? Tached jalastam tavasajjagatvapu kimmena drishtam bhagavam stadaiva kim va sudrishtam hridi tadaiva kim no sapadhyeva punarvyadarshi. So this experience actually Brahma got at the beginning of creation. So Brahma is relating that experience when he was born. That he is explaining this shloka. What is the meaning of the shloka? Tachet jalastam. If it is true that your body containing the universe was within the water, your body containing the universe, if that was within the water, then why was it not visible to me at that very time? At that very time means when Brahma was born from that lotus flower, Brahmaji was searching for the source of his creation. So if the Lord's body is limited, if the Lord's body was within the water, that means if it is limited, then why, although Brahmaji tried to see that form of the Lord, why he could not see that form? Why was I not able to see that form at that time? And then he says that, then why is it that form became clearly perceptible to me within my heart after I performed tapasya? First he says, Kim me na drishtam bhagavam stadayeva. And then he says that, Kim va sudrishtam hridime tadaiva. Initially, why, if your form is actually limited, then why that form was, because you can see the form which is limited. You cannot see the form which is unlimited, which is all pervading. If your form is limited by the water and other elements, then why was I unable to see your form? When I was born from the Nabi Kamala, I was searching for such a long time, but I was unable to see your form. And then Kim va sudrishtam. And then why is it that that form became suddenly visible to me in my heart? And then Kim no sapadi eva punarvyadarshi. And why is it that form again it became suddenly invisible? So Brahma is relating his experience, Swa Anubhavam, to prove that how the Lord's body cannot be limited. So Jagad Ashraya Bhutam Narayanabidam.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Sorry, I'm interrupting you.
Yes.
Prabhu, what does it mean that after performing tapasya, Brahma was able to see in his heart? Then again it became, it disappeared. This the Lord gave him darshan only for a moment and then he disappeared from the heart.
Yeah, Lord gave, we cannot say moment, Lord gave darshan and then Brahmaji offered prayers and then the Lord also spoke certain words. 3rd canto, 9th chapter, you remember. Brahmaji offered prayers and then the Lord said that, oh, I'm very happy that you have taken on this responsibility for creation. My mercy will increase upon you. And then the Lord became disappeared. For Narada Muni, Lord gave darshan just for a moment and then he disappeared. For Brahmaji, he heard Brahmaji's prayers, he spoke to Brahma and then he disappeared.
So here, Prabhu, this disappearance is simply means the Lord disappeared. It is not to emphasize some point. No, it is not to emphasize that, like initially Brahma is saying that he could not see the form because the Lord is Vyapak. I mean, because the Lord is all pervading. So when he was born, he could not see, but then he again became seen when he performed tapasya, and then again the Lord disappeared. So this disappearance is not to emphasize any point, no?
Yeah. The sense is telling that how the Lord's form is not limited by any factors. If the Lord's form is limited, then by his effort he could have seen that form. But then he could not see the form in the beginning, but after putting so much of effort. And then he heard the word tapa, and then he performed tapasya, then the Lord became visible. Then after offering prayers and the Lord gave some ashirvachan, then the Lord again became invisible. So if the Lord is actually limited by by jala and other factors, then again Brahma could have seen that form at his own will, by his own effort.
This is a verse from 10th canto, no?
This is a continuous, the same 10th canto, 14th chapter. But in this verse, he is recollecting his experience in the beginning of creation.
Yes.
3rd canto, 8th chapter, 3rd canto.
Oh yes, Prabhu. Thank you.
So Jagat Ashraya Bhutam. Haribo.
Yes, Prabhu, I was also just saying that Lord can be seen only by His mercy alone. Because somewhere I have also heard that some were performing the sacrifice for Lord Vishnu. So different demigods came to take their oblations. So that can be seen by the stages. But when Lord Vishnu comes to take his share, so only by his mercy they can see. Otherwise, he takes his shares and goes back.
Yes.
So, thank you.
Yes, correct, exactly. So Jagat Ashraya Bhutam Narayanabidam Tava Tad Vapuhu Jalastameva iti evam Jalastameva ityevam Yadi Sat. Yadi Sat, that means Satyam Syat. Jagad Ashraya Bhutam Narayanabidam. Narayana, who is the shelter of the whole universe, if he is limited by the Jala, if this is true, then Tarhi Tada Eva Kamala Nala Margena Antaha Pravishya Samvatsara Shatam Vichinvatam Api Maya He Bhagavan Achintya Aishwarya Tat Kimiti Na Drishtam. So then when I was born from the lotus flower, I was searching for one samvatsara. I was searching for the source. But then why was I not able to see you? If your form is limited by the water and other elements, then why was I not able to see you? Yadicha tad vapur maya matram maya sya chambari buddyoho iti trikanda shesha ritya मिथ्याभि व्यंजक कला विशेष दर्शित मात्रम स्यात् तर्हि किं वा रूढ़ समाधि योग विरूढ़ बोधेन मया हृदि तदैव सुष्टु सच्चिदानंद गणत्वेन दृष्टम समाध्यनन्तरं किं वा पुनः सपद्येव नो व्यदर्शि न दृष्टम. So he is saying that suppose your form is made of Maya. If your form is actually made of Maya, if your Narayana were a manifestation of Maya, a mere act of illusory energy. So Maya can mean what? Chambari buddhyoho. Maya can mean delusion or intelligence. If your form is made of Maya, then how is it that then after I searched for hundreds of years, and then when I heard the word tapa, then when I entered the state of samadhi, then only I was able to see your beautiful Sachidananda form. So if your form was made of matter, if your form is made of Maya, then why was I not able to see it again instantly after my trance ended? So to see the form which is made of Maya, there is no need to enter there is no need to enter the state of Samadhi. But I was able to see your form only when I entered the state of Samadhi. So that itself shows that your form is not made of Maya. That further, if your form is made of Maya, then why was I unable to see after I came out of the Samadhi? So therefore, my conclusion is that your Narayana form is neither illusory nor limited by space. So ataha twan murter maya mayatvam desha vishesha krita परिच्छेदश्च सत्यः न भवति इत्यर्थः. Satyo na bhavati ityartha. So therefore I consider that your form is not made of Maya, and also it is not limited by time and other factors. So we see that in the commentary there is also one more instance is quoted. So Brahmaji could see the form of the Lord only after performing tapasya. When the Lord became pleased, then only the Lord actually showed his form to Brahma. So once there was a king called as Uparichara. He performed a sacrifice for the pleasure of the Lord. Then the Lord appeared the sacrificial arena to accept the oblations. But only the king Uparichara could see that form. Brihaspati was the chief priest of the sacrifice, but he could not see the form and he became angry. And he threw the sacrificial ladle because of frustration into the air. And then he shouted, "Why am I not able to see the form of the Lord?" Then the assembled devotees tried to pacify Brihaspati by speaking the following words. What did they say? They said that Na shakya satvaya drashtum asma birva brihaspate yasya prasadam kurute savaitam drashtum arhati. They said that, O Brihaspati, neither you nor we can see the Lord at our will. Only those whom he favors can see him. Only those whom he favors can see him. So if the Lord is not visible to our mundane vision, it does not mean that he does not exist. And furthermore, when somebody is able to see the Lord by his grace, it does not mean that he is limited. It does not mean that he is limited, although he may appear to be limited. Therefore, Brahma implies that actually Bhagavan Swami is transcendental. he could not see the Lord's form by his own effort. And when the Lord became pleased by his devotional service, then he was able to see in his trance. So if Bhagavan's body were material, Brahma would have seen that form during his attempt to search the form. And Brahma saw the form in perfect trance, means that itself shows that the Lord's form is beyond the three gunas. Because the state of samadhi is that state where a person goes beyond the three modes. Yatro paramate chittam niruddham yoga sevaya. Yatra chaivatmanatmanam. 6th chapter Bhagavad Gita. The state of samadhi is described in the Yoga Sutra as follows. Tata kritarthanam parinama krama sampatir gunana. So, what does it mean? It means that the perfect stage of trance called Dharma Mega Samadhi. In that stage, the yogi is free from the gunas and their transformations. So, you know that in the Patanjali's Yoga Sutra, 5 states are mentioned, 5 states of the mind. The first state is Muda, which is deeply in Tamoguna. The next state is called as Kshipta, where your mind is predominated by Rajoguna. And the third state is called as Vikshipta, where the mind is going towards the Sattva Guna. Sometimes in Sattva Guna, sometimes come to Rajoguna. And then the fourth state is Ekagrata, where the mind is in Sattva Guna with a one-pointed attention. And the fifth state is called as Niruddha, that is the state of Samadhi, which is beyond the Sattva Guna. So the Muda state is like a donkey-like mind. Kshipta state is like the monkey-like mind. You cannot predict where the monkey is all the time moving. Mind is in Rajoguna, it is all the time going from one extreme to another extreme. And Vikshipta state is like a butterfly-like mind. Butterfly stays at one place for some time. That means mind is in one, focused on something for some time, the Sattva Guna. But the butterfly, after staying for some time, it goes somewhere else. I mean, the mind is there in Sattva Guna for some time, then again goes to Rajoguna. That is what Vikshipta stage. The mind is going from Rajoguna to Sattva Guna. And then Ekagrata. Krishna asked Arjuna, Kachideta Chutam Partha Tvaya Ekagrena Chetasa. Did you hear what I spoke to you with a one-pointed attention? Are your doubts dispelled? And then beyond Ekagrata is the state of Samadhi. So Brahmaji, the state of Ekagrata is in Sattva Guna. Samadhi, Niruddha is beyond Sattva Guna. So the fact that Brahmaji could see the Lord only in the state of Samadhi, that shows that the Lord is actually beyond the three gunas. And then when Brahmaji came out of the Samadhi, he could not see the form of the Lord. That also further shows that Lord is actually beyond the three gunas. So therefore, in this verse, the word Sat Jagat Vapu means that the form of the Lord that Brahma saw both contained universes and yet was within the universe. The form which Brahma saw, that form contained the universes within him. At the same time, that form was within the universe. How can it be possible actually? The form contained the universes, at the same time the form is within the universe. This cannot be considered as a magical thing or an illusory thing. Because Bhagavan in this very form blessed Brahma and instructed Brahma in the work of creation. So, but the Supreme Lord is completely free from the 5 categories of ignorance. Avidya, Asmita, Raga, Dvesha and Abhinivesha. So therefore Brahma says that I clearly saw that form. Sudrishtam. He has used the word Sudrishtam. Sudrishtam. That means he is saying that I clearly saw the form. It was not some magical display. And that means it also shows that Brahma was not in some state of hallucination. He was not in a dream state. He clearly saw the form of the Lord. So Sanatana Goswami comments on the word Sudrishta and Vyadarshi. He explains that after the Lord disappeared from Brahma's vision, Brahma felt intense separation from him. Again, Brahma engaged in penances, but Brahmaji failed to regain the vision of him. And then the later Bhagavan did appear again by his sweet will. We'll go to the next shloka. Thirty-fourth Anuccheda. That is next shloka from the Brahmaji's prayer. He is quoting. Etad Vyakhyana Nidanam Tritiya Skande Itihaso Drashtabhyah. What he is saying is that the previous explanation which Brahmaji spoke, the previous Anuccheda, it is based on the narrations in the third canto, 8th chapter. Atra Tachapi Satyam Ityatra Tachapi Satyam, that is the previous to previous shloka. Narayanastvam Nahi Sarva Dehina Atma Syadisha Kilaloka Sakshi Narayanongam Narabu Jalayana Tachapi Satyam Na Tavaiva Maya. Tachapi Satyam. Atra Tachapi Satyam Ityatra Tachapi Angam Satyameva Natu Viradvan Maya Iti. Tachet Jalastam Ityatra Cha Tajalastam Sadrupam Tava Vapur Yedi Jagat Syat Prapanchantaka Pati Syaditi Vyakurvanti. So what he is saying, that the phrase Tachapi Satyam in that 14th shloka, 10.14.14, means that the Lord's expansion of Narayana is a real expansion. Narayana is the limb of Krishna, and that is a real expansion. That is why Tachapi Satyam. It is not illusory like the Virata Rupa. Because Virata Rupa is an illusory form of the Lord. It's a material form of the Lord. But Narayana is the limb of Krishna. The Narayana is not an illusory form. And Tachet Jalastam indicates that if this real form of Bhagavan situated on the waters of dissolution was itself the universe, then it too would be a part of material nature, which it is not. Tachet Jalastam. So this real form of Bhagavan, that Narayana, if that Narayana was itself the universe, then it would also be part of the material nature. But then Narayana's form is not part of the material nature. So Tasmadevam Narayana Ankasya Bhagavad Vigrahasya Vishwopi Prapancha Antarbhuta Iti Swayam Bhagavata Darshitam. So here he says that in this way the body of the Lord, which includes Narayana as its part, contains even the universe which is within the material nature. And Krishna showed this form to Mother Yashoda. So Brahmaji is recollecting another event. In the previous shloka, Brahma recollected his own experience, Swa Anubhavam. Now in this shloka, Brahmaji is going to relate the experience of Mother Yashoda when Krishna ate the dirt. How Mother Yashoda saw Krishna, within Krishna's mouth, entire universe. And within that universe, she also saw Krishna's form. So Mother Yashoda saw Krishna having a limited form, But within the mouth of the limited palm, Mother Yashoda saw the entire universe. This is also another proof that Krishna is limited as well as simultaneously unlimited. Krishna is having a limited palm, at the same time he is having unlimited. He is unlimited. This was experienced by Mother Yashoda. Srimatya Jananya Eva Anubhutam Ityaha. So Mother Yashoda's experience, Brahmaji is narrating in his prayer. Atraiva Maya Dhamanavatare Yasya Prapanchasya Bahisputasya Krishnasya Chantar Jatare Jananya Maya Tvameva Prakati Kritam Te. Here too, in this avatara, that subdues Maya, Maya Damanavatare, you showed that the entire externally manifested material cosmos is the creation of Maya when you revealed it to your mother as being within your own belly. So Brahma says that Atra Eva, in this avatar only, Atra Eva, Tavat Sri Krishna ke Maya Upashamane Avatare Pradurbhave Bahishcha Antar Jatare Ch Sputasya Drishtasya Krishnasya Jagatah Sambandhe Purvoktam Yan Mayatvam Prapancha Kritatvat Parichedyatwasya Mithyatvam. So in this avatar called Krishna, which subdues Maya, you showed your mother that the material world is both within your belly at the same time external to it. And thus any limitations it might impose on you are illusory. Because Mother Yashoda saw within the mouth of Krishna, within the belly of Krishna, the whole universe. At the same time, Krishna is situated in the universe. So Mother Yashoda saw the limited and the all-pervading aspect of Krishna. So any limitations the universe might impose on Krishna is only illusory because the entire universe is within Krishna. So the Maya generates the illusion that you are within the universe and the universe is outside you. But actually, tad jananya jananyai te tvaya prakatikritam darshitam. Tasmad bhavan jagad antastha eva jagattu bhavat bahirbhutam ityevam maya dharmaha. Vastutasu durvitarkya swarupa shaktya madhyamatvepi vyapako asi iti bhavaha. So actually, by your inconceivable, Maya generates the illusion that you are within the universe and the universe is outside you. But actually, by your inconceivable internal power, although you have a medium-sized body, I mean, you have a localized, limited body, but you pervade everything. So Brahma narrated his own experience, and Brahma is narrating Yashoda Mai's experience. 1 second. So in the third canto, 9th chapter, when Brahmaji offers the prayers, there is a beautiful prayer, 3.9.20. In that prayer, it is said that Yo vidyayanu pagatopi dasharada vritya nidram uvaha jatari kritaloka yatra antarjalehi kashipus parshanukulam bhimormi malini janasya sukham vivranvan. So Brahma says that even though you are not affected by ignorance, which has 5 characteristics, but you demonstrate human-like pleasure of sleeping on the comfortable cushioned bed of the snake. in the waters of devastation where there are violent waves. At that time, all the universal planets are held within your belly. So Lord is demonstrating human-like pastimes like sleep. One of the activity of a human being is sleeping. So Lord also sleeps comfortably on the snake bed. In that water of dissolution. So at that time, all the universal planets are held within your belly. And Arjuna also had a similar experience when he saw the Vishwarupa of Krishna. So Krishna told Arjuna, behold, today the entire cosmos here at once in my body, with all moving and unmoving forms of life and whatever else you may wish to see. If you see Brahmaji's experience 3.9.20, Brahmaji saw, Brahmaji is saying that the entire universe is held within your belly. And Krishna is telling to Arjuna in the 11th chapter of the Gita that the entire cosmos, along with the moving and non-moving living entities, are there in this universal form. Are there in this universal form. So these two verses show that Lord's form is not limited by time or space. So Brahmaji specifically is saying that Bhagavan's appearance in this avatar is Maya Damana, to subdue Maya. And the material world is a manifestation of Maya, but the Lord's form is not a manifestation of Maya. Therefore, he is using the word Tachapi Satyam Tachet Jalastam. So, Tachapi Satyam, Krishna's Narayana form, indicating there is no possibility that the Lord's form is a product of Maya. And so one may say that one may compare Krishna's personal form to the Virata Rupa form. But Virata Rupa form is a material form. The second canto, currently in the temple, second canto is going on. So the second canto, when Shukdev Goswami describes the Virata Rupa form, so he clearly says that I am describing this meditation on the universal form for the benefit of the neophyte yogis, so that their mind can become purified. And Shukdev Goswami said that this Virata Rupa form is the gross form of the Lord. 2.1.23. If we see that verse, he says that Stule Bhagavato Rupo. Stula Rupa he is mentioning. That means universal form is the gross form of the Lord. So, and this universal form is called as the first avatara within the universe, because universal form came into being before any of the Lord's Leela avataras. The universal form is sometimes called as Adyovatara. So Maitreya Rishi also used the word Adyovatara to refer to the universal form. So universal form is the first manifestation of the Lord, and all the material elements exist in him. So Brahmaji is saying that that at the dawn of the creation, he saw the form of the Lord. At the dawn of the creation, as well as in Vrindavan, whatever form he saw, it existed before the universal form. And therefore, the form which Brahmaji saw, the dawn of the creation, or in the Vrindavan, that form is not universal form, it is distinct from it. So, it is distinct from it. And so this Virata Rupa, this universal form, is a upadhi or a kind of substitute for Bhagavan. Meditating on the universal form is like a kind of substitute for Bhagavan. It is like suppose, for example, recently there was Independence Day. Suppose there is an Independence Day parade is going on. So in the road, somebody has put a rangoli of the Indian map. For each state, one has used different colors and then put the Indian map in the road. So, in one sense, if we see, the India is there in that map. But actually, is India there as a? No, it is not. Actually, India is not there. But India is just represented by the Rangoli over there. So similarly, Virata Rupa is not the real form of the Lord. So Virata Rupa is like a meditational tool for a neophyte person who cannot appreciate the two-handed form of the Lord. So Virata Rupa is like an Upadhi, kind of substitute for Bhagavan. So the Bhavartha Deepika, the commentary of Sridhar Swami says that Virat, Hiranyagarbha and Karana are the three Upadhis of Bhagavan in his capacity as the supreme immanent. But he who is free from these is called a Turiya, the fourth dimension, or in other words, the supreme transcendence. So, Brahmaji is confirming his realization that how the Lord Swami is limited at the same time all pervading by referring to the experience of Mother Yashoda. So, you know the background that once Mother Yashoda was breastfeeding baby Krishna and Krishna yawned and Mother Yashoda saw the whole universe within his mouth. And then Mother Yashoda trembled in surprise. Mother Yashoda became trembled in surprise. So according to Brahma, the universe so Krishna showed the universe to Mother Yashoda on two occasions. One is when Mother Yashoda was actually breastfeeding Krishna and suddenly Krishna yawned and within the mouth of Krishna, in the belly of Krishna, Mother Yashoda saw the universe. Another time is that when Krishna ate the dirt and Mother Yashoda wanted to check whether Krishna has really eaten the dirt. At that time also, Mother Yashoda saw the whole universe within the Krishna's belly. That instance will be discussed in the next Anuccheda. So here, Mother Yashoda saw the universe within the Krishna. And according to Brahma, the universe Yashoda saw within Krishna is the same universe that exists outside Krishna's body as a manifestation of Krishna's Maya. So this Maya cannot control the Lord, and therefore Brahmaji is saying that Maya Damana, the subduer of Maya. So subduer of Maya. So by this Maya Shakti, the Lord actually creates the world. So Krishna showed Yashoda the universe within himself and also showed himself within the universe in order to teach that his body is not pervaded or limited by the universe. And Brahma realized this fact and therefore said that the universe is a manifestation of Maya, whereas the Lord's body is not a manifestation of Maya. So again, this point is a refutation of the theory that Bhagavan's body is a manifestation of Sattva Guna. So Mayatvam Eva means the universe is a product of Maya. Although he appears medium size, but Krishna simultaneously contains the universe within his body. At the same time, he is outside the universe by his inconceivable potency. And the next Anuccheda, we will see next week. Next Anuccheda, there are some interesting points. The next Anuccheda, Brahmaji narrates another instance where Mother Yashoda saw the universe within Krishna when Krishna ate the dirt. So from that instance, there are some little interesting analysis is that. We will see that next week. So today we discussed the 32nd Anuccheda, concluded that Narayanastvam Nahi Sarvadehinam Atma Sadisha Kila Loka Sakshi. And the 33rd Anuccheda, we saw that Brahmaji narrated his own experience to show that how Krishna's body cannot be material, it cannot be limited by time or water or earth. Because Brahmaji, at the beginning of the creation, he performed the tapasya when he was trying to search the source of his creation, he could not find by his own efforts. And later, only after performing tapasya, after hearing the word tapa, then only he could see the form of the Lord. Again, after some time, the form disappeared, and Brahmaji put so much of effort to see the form again, but he could not see the form of the Lord. And then in this Anucheda, 34th Anucheda, Brahmaji narrated how his experience is also confirmed by Mother Yashoda. When Mother Yashoda was feeding Krishna, Krishna yawned, and when Krishna opened his mouth, Mother Yashoda saw the entire universe within Krishna. At the same time that Krishna was within the universe, and Krishna, within the belly of Krishna, the entire universe was there. And the universe was there. So therefore, Brahmaji is confirming the Achintya Shakti aspect of the Lord, how Krishna is simultaneously limited at the same time all pervading. Hare Krishna. Anybody has any questions? Anybody is not able to understand some point? If there are no, anybody wants to comment anything? Then we will stop here. Next time we will take up the 35th. So next week also, for the next, I think 2-3 weeks, I may not be able to take class on Friday. We will have class either on Saturday around 4 o'clock or Sunday the same time. I will let you know.
Okay.
Thank you, Prabhu.